Hi guys, if you saw the previous video, you'll know I took this Ausek Action Camera apart because we're getting a noise on the microphone. And I thought it might have just been the microphone was loose, but it wasn't, because the microphone is actually soldered directly to the board. So I put a soldering iron on the contacts and resoldered it just in case there was a bit of noise from a poor contact. And I also noticed that the Wi-Fi aerial in there was just sort of waving around in the wind, so I put a bit of blue tack in there to hold it in place. And if you saw the previous video, you'll see that that had absolutely no effect. If anything, it was all worse. I used it as a dash cam, and just driving along, the vibration of the car, it was rattling away. It was horrible. So I've had another thought. In here is the remains of another action camera that I took apart a while ago. Refocus. Right. That is the microphone, that little bit there. Now I'm not sure if that's the same size microphone as the one on there. So I'll have to take this one apart again, just so I can measure the microphone, because I might be able to desolder this one and swap it over. I'm really not sure whether that's the problem, but I can't see anything that's hanging loose in there, other than that Wi-Fi aerial. So I could just check that that hasn't come loose again after I stuck it in place. You might notice we're sitting at my computer desk now. That's because I'm doing some editing. And I thought, while that's doing its thing on the computer, we could have another little look at this. I even poked that through the top of the case there to stop it bouncing around up there. So yeah, it's all sort of glued in place. I don't think it's that aerial bouncing around, but I can't imagine what else it is. Unless it's actually the microphone itself. So, like I say, we've got to take this out. I won't bore you making you watch this bit. I'll take it out and we'll have a look when I've finished. Right, the only other thing that comes to mind, now that we got it apart, is that this Wi-Fi aerial does go right next to where the microphone is. I just can't imagine that that's bouncing up and down. But I could, before I try resoldering that, try rerouting that bit of wire. Because there's a gap just there. It could go up. As you see, I put a bit of blue tack in there just to hold it all in place. So how about if I move that it probably all end in tears. Something will snap off or something like that. If I force that all the way around there, I mean, clearly it's they've designed it to go up there. There is that little gap there it could go through. If I desoldered that and turned it the opposite way so it comes down there, that gives a tiny little bit more wire. But getting back to that speaker, that does look identical. I don't know if they've got a positive and negative on them, but I could swap it quite easily. But yeah, I think I'll desolder that, turn it so it's coming back this way. That'll give it an extra tiny bit of length, so that might line up better. Right, now that I got that in close up, I can see that I can't desolder that and turn it the other way, because that solder blob is holding the shield, the outside of the aerial cable, and then we got the actual termination is down there. Oh, out of focus. There. Right, back in focus now. So yeah, I can't turn that. That's going to have to carry on the way it's going. Down there. So that just leaves swapping out the microphone. So that's what I'll do. I've just desoldered that microphone from the old board, and we can see it has got a plus and a minus on it. So we'll have to make sure we get it the right way round on the new board. Right, I've desoldered the one from the new board. You can see we have got plus and minus written on there quite clearly. Now I've got to try and get the other one on there. Well, it's all back together. I've got to say, that was harder to get that little microphone in place than it was doing SMD soldering, surface mount items. It was just awkward, the position it was in. Still, it's all back together. I'll have to try it out and see if it still makes the rattle noise. On the positive side, if it still makes the rattle noise, we know it wasn't the microphone. On the negative side, we've just done all that work and it has taken me quite a long time and we're no further forwards. I don't know if we fixed it or not, but I have just noticed something. That OK button actually rattles around in the top there. I hope that isn't what the problem is. That OK button rattling in the top there is enough to make it make a noise. After all that work. Won't that be funny? Right, we're just filming sitting at the desk here. There shouldn't be any noise while we're not doing any movement at all. What happens if I tap it? Morning guys. Action camera test video. You're on the hat camera. It's the one that rattles. I'm seeing if I've cured it. So I should be able to see what I'm actually doing anyway. And get the video ready. We won't start videoing until we get out here. A nice bright sunny morning. So, I started videoing by accident. Okay, my normal morning vlog. Morning guys. Feed the birds. Beautiful sunny morning this morning. Next test will be to put it in the car. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.